Emily from Novel Novels, and welcome to today's video. This is my May favourites and mini haul. Now, I've been good. I've only bought 11 books this month, but I say 11 and it still probably should be less because most of them have been Amazon. Because right now we still can't get out. Let's see what next month brings. They are saying the shops are supposed to be reopening in June. Please God let it be the charity shops, because otherwise it's going to be expensive still. I think Chris is... I literally go onto my Amazon account every day still. I'm going, just don't want to buy books. I shouldn't buy books. I'll just buy that one then. And I have loads of conversations with Charlotte. So yeah, May's been an interesting month. I say favourite events. Well, still in lockdown, but thank goodness for the sunshine. I have been loving the weather. We had Mia's birthday this month. My gorgeous little girl is 8 years old, and we managed to make it fun. We had various presents of family members that got sent to us, sort of doorstep trips. You know, she got to have voice chats with some of her friends. Her lovely friend Betsy dropped over a present and was at social distancing on our green and gave her. It was really lovely to see them just even see each other, and she got to see her boyfriend, so that was lovely. And we bought a cake, because trust me guys, I am no good at baking. So we bought her a cake and she got some presents and we made it the best we could. But trust me, when this is over, they are both going to have a joint party. Well, as soon as we can, we're going to have a joint party and really celebrate in style with them. But yeah, so my month has been focused on homeschooling, focused on lots of walks, which you guys would have seen the pictures on. But it's also been mental health was on this month. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of a dip this month because of that. I was vlogging at the start, and then I just found that I couldn't do it. My emotions are all over the place because I've been diagnosed with my PTSD. You guys would have seen the video, and it's been a bit tough. Had my appointment, what would be last week, which was my first chat with my counsellor, and it brought everything up to the surface. And it meant that I was very emotional and very low for a few days. But I'm on the way back up, guys. I really want to say a big, big, big thank you to Victoria and Charlotte, especially, for messaging me about this. You've all been amazing, and I'm so grateful for everyone. But Victoria was messaging me that night when I felt like I was literally at my pit of my lowest. And if it wasn't for Victoria being that supportive, I don't know where I would have gone. And Charlotte was messaging me, and you were all just the support. I can't thank you all enough. When I talked to my counsellor, I did say about this Booktube community and about books, because she said, how am I coping? And I was honest. You guys, my books are fantastic because I've got reading fabulous books. And you guys, the support on here, the community on here is, I can't describe you all enough, and I cannot thank you all enough. So thank you all so much. Mental health, like I said, it's been challenging. I read a lot of mental health books. I've now taken a break for the last week of the month because it was just I was pushing myself too far. So glad I read them. I learnt so much. So thank you, Nicole, Victoria and Simone, for running this. You guys taught me so much, and you encouraged me to pick up books that I never thought I would. And one of my favourite books of this month that I will show at the end, should I show it start, is actually a mental health book. So I will show you that, and it's been interesting. But first of all, before I talk about the books, I want to talk about, obviously I've done the Anna Long this month. That book was fantastic, by the way. Anne of Anne's House of Dreams was in my opinion, one of her best books. Although it did make me cry at one point, so be warned, there are triggers in that book. And I still read my Harry Potter book, which was lovely. It's the Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, which is a bit of a controversial book because so many things happen in that book and they pack quite a lot into it. But now I want to talk about some of my favourite Booktube channels. Now I want to mix things up a bit because I've realised that, yes, I talk about new to me channels, and a lot of the time I'm so grateful that I meet loads of new people on here. But I want to celebrate some of my regular Booktube channels, and I want to celebrate some of my friends and really boost them up because they all deserve it. So this month, what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to try and talk about one or two new to me channels, new to me favourite channels, and then I would like to talk about an old favourite channel of mine I've been subscribed to for a little bit. And this month I want to shout out Charlotte from Books and Bargains. I think Charlotte deserves a massive shout out right now. She works for the NHS and she does an amazing job. I love the fact her videos are so real. She does charity shop hauls, she does clothes, video, books. She does everything. So she has a real variety of things on her channel. And she is also so amazing. Like, she is one of my favourite people on here, and I love her so much. I'm so glad I can call her my friend. But her content is fantastic. She reads great books. She buys clothes as well. She encourages self-confidence, and she really does encourage it. And considering what she has been through in her own life, she is still such a positive, encouraging and warm and lovely lady, and someone that I love. I love her videos. I love talking to her quite regularly. I chat to her nearly every day at the moment, and she is someone. So please, if you like my channel, if you like a mixture of chick lit, thrillers, she is absolutely amazing, and check her out. Now, to a couple of new to me channels. First of me is Spinelli Speaks, and that's Danny from that channel. Danny is a lovely lady. She likes Leanne Moriarty. Gotta love her for that. She likes the classics. She loves the Brontes. Again, big fan of me. Love it. And she's also such a warm, caring girl. I love her videos. She does these speed reviews, which are fantastic. And the one about the Leanne Moriarty book was amazing, and I really, really loved it. So please check her out. And then there's Tara from Buzzword Books. Tara is such a warm, caring person. She likes her thrillers. She likes a bit of different books to me, but she is also very kind, very caring, very honest in her channel. She does a lot of vlogs and hauls, and I think in her vlogs she doesn't hold back. She says the good and the bad, and I think right now I just think she's such a lovely lady, both of which I believe are friends of my lovely Linda from Linda's World of Books. And I wanted to shout them out and say, please guys, check out their channels. They need more subscribers, and they do that. Oh, by the way, Charlotte from Books and Bargains, she's near to about 500. Let's see if she can get there before me. This rate she bloody well will do. Anyway, and now I would like to talk about my favourite videos of the month. One of them is a very recent one that's only come out this last week, but it was one that jumped out at me and I have to shout it out. And it's one of Victoria's channels from What Victoria Read, and it was her book, Classics for Beginners. Now, you guys know I love my classics. Absolutely, 101% love them. They are some of my favourite books, and she likes them too. That video she did, she made classics relatable. So she picked a genre, and she can relate, and she said, if you like this kind of book, pick up this classic. And it is one that I would so badly recommend you watch this video. If you want to read more classics, if you want to try and expand your varieties of genres, check out that video, check Victoria out. She is also an amazing lady, and I love her to pieces. Another person I'm so glad to call my friend. Check out that video. The next one, I'd like to talk about Katie from Books and Things. Katie's channel is brilliant. She is one of the biggest booktubers I'm subscribed to, but she is also a lovely lady. And the video she did is books that aren't by the narrator. And I thought that was really good. She has really mixed it up. She talks about the fact that, so the way she tells, if you like Wuthering Heights like I do, Wuthering Heights is told by, the narrator is not the main character in the book, and I thought that was a really, really good way of doing that. And it is something really interesting, because the sub-characters I also find are my favourite characters of books. So the fact that the narrator is not the lead character makes it more interesting, and I loved that video. I thought it was really good fun, really interesting. And the last one is one of Simone from Me, Simone Nice videos. You know Simone's my Booktube little sister, and I love her so much. But she's been doing a lot of books for mental health because she's one of the co-hosts. And her Booktube video, which was mental health in lockdown. And like we all are, we're all struggling right now. Most of us are still in lockdown in various different countries, and certainly England is, for the nearest future, we're still being quite locked down. And she really tackled that, and she really talks about how to handle it. She gives great advice, really great support. She was real, and I love her. I love the fact that if you want to get some advice on mental health, you want to learn how to cope with things better, she's given so many good, interesting videos on it this month, and so many supportive videos, and really given hints about how to cope better, which we think we all could do with. And I'm really proud of her for that, and I really want to shout you out and say, please check out her videos. She is one of my best friends, and I love her. So now I'm going to tell you my favourite books of the month so far, although there's one that could be coming in, I reckon, near the end of it. And then I will show you the books I've been given and the books I bought. So the first one had to be one of my favourites this month, which is The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. Buddy read this with Gaia, Berna and my sister Charlie from Charlie Broke. I loved it. It's the last in the series, and oh my goodness, I didn't want it to end. I don't know whether I should pick up the Book of Dust books, because this is so good, and I'm already paranoid that the Book of Dust will not be as good. And it ends on this, the way it ends is both heartbreaking and incredible. This book takes you on a journey of love, bereavement, death, honesty, learning yourself and growing up, and I think it ends on a high. Definitely recommend that book. Then the other one, which is a book that surprised me, because I started off not liking this book, and it's a funny story, and it's by Ned Bassini. The author of this actually did kill himself, but it talks about depression, and it talks about anxiety, and it talks about it in such a way that at the start of this book I was a bit nervous it would be on schizophrenia, the way it was written. I thought it would just be a teen YA kind of book, but it isn't. It is so much more than that. It's about depth. It's about depression in every which sense, and how every person that gets it will get it differently. It gives hints on how to cope with it better. It's certainly given me ideas about how I can help my own mental health, and I think it's fantastic. It was an extra book that I wasn't planning. It wasn't in my TBR for mental health song, but it's one that I got off my sister to borrow, and I wish I didn't have to give it back to her because it's that good, and it's given me some really good hints. So this has to go down as one of my favourites. I am listening to The Mercies by Kieran Midwood Hargreaves. I never say his name right. And that is currently on the last little bit of it on audiobook, but I think that may go down as a favourite because it is such a good book. I'm listening to on audiobook. Hard hitting, but it's again. So yes, I've got 3 favourites this month, but you know me, you know what I'm like. Do I ever go for one answer? No, I don't. I'm a pain in the neck. If you all know me, I am very, very indecisive. So now I'm going to look at positive things and show you the books that I bought. No, I'm going to show you my gifts first, then tease you, and then give you the books I bought, because I love shouting out these people. I will be linking the channels of the people who've given me gifts below. Check them out, they're all fantastic. So I've got 2 piles here. So the first one is a book that I got from Chloe Reads Things. Chloe sent me this Eleanor and Park book. It's a Rainbow Rowell book. She knows we just read Fangirl, and she didn't like this book. This book has had mixed reviews, but I really would like to try it. So when Chloe offered to send it to me, I was like, yes please. I got it at the start of the month. It's brilliant. Eleanor is the new girl in town, and with her chaotic family life, her mismatched clothes, and her unruly red hair, she couldn't stick out more if she tried. Park is the boy at the back of the class. Black t-shirts, headphones, heads in a book, but he thinks he's made himself invisible. We're not to Eleanor. Never to Eleanor. So I'm intrigued. Clint from Reads Readers likes Rainbow Rowell books, and I'm really looking forward to trying that. So thank you, Chloe. Now I got a book for the read along I've just done this month. The Night Lawyer. Got it sent by Red Door Press. Loved it. Thoroughly great thriller. Loving my thrillers. If you like courtroom drama, if you like mysteries, thrillers, it's fast paced. It's brilliant. Loved it. It's staying on my shelf. It's one of the rare thrillers that will go back on my shelf. Then my gorgeous little sister Simone sent me this. It's my last. I think I've only got one more Kate Morton book to get because I'm collecting all her books. The Secret Keeper. It's been on my wish list for ages. It's set on dual timelines, 1961 and 2011. Don't really want to read too much about it, but it's the way it shifts between the 2 timelines, the 1930s, three timelines, shifting between the 1930s, the 1960s, and the present. The Secret Keeper is a spellbinding story of mysteries and secrets, murder and enduring love. So it's got historical fiction, thriller, mystery, love. What more could you ask? Simone's note was the fact that she's so proud of me for homeschooling and being the boss lady. Well done you. You got this, Simone. I love you. I can't thank you enough for being my friend. And when I figure out how to do the... I'm no good at Amazon people on Amazon wishlist. I will send you all gifts, guys. Don't think I don't love you all, but I am no good at it. I will be getting Charlotte to help me, but right now I am still focused on my kids, but I will be sending gifts out as soon as I can. So thank you for this one. Then Charlotte and me were having a chat one day. One evening, we were on the phone for about an hour, Charlotte from Books and Bargains, and we were on the phone for over an hour. It was fantastic. It was hilarious. We talked about this book, and then she went and sent it to me in the post. Jenny Colgan's The Bookshop on the Shore. It's Jenny Colgan's most recent book. I found myself buying a lot of chick lit books, and this looks amazing. Bookshop, beach, what more could you want? Again, she sent me this lovely note. She thanks me for being an amazing mum and friend, and being awesome. Again, I don't think I'm anything special, but she means the world to me. I love you, Charlotte. Thank you. Then one of my mum's best friends, Margaret, who I know subscribed to my channel. She's one of my other mummy figures in my life, and I've known her since I was a little girl. She has been, they've been doing like a book sort of depository thing on her blog. So people donate books and people take books, and she's seen these books and asked if I wanted them, and she got them for me. It's another Jenny Colgan, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. It looks in beautiful condition, this book. Don't need to say any more. Jenny Colgan, chick lit, fantastic, loved it. Can't wait to read that. And two by the same author, the Erica James, The Dandelion Years and The Queen of New Beginnings. Both of these. You guys know I just read The Hidden Cottage by Erica James, and I loved it. So these are two chiclets that I cannot wait to read. Then, just to make you all laugh, my darling sister Charlie has got rid of a load of Stephen King books, and she's given them to me. And I need to get off my bum, because one of the goals that I haven't touched this year is to read some horrors. So I spoke to one of my work little sisters, and asked her advice which ones to start with. So I know roughly what I'm doing, but she gave me Sleeping Beauties, The Shining, Bag of Bones, which I think is the one that I've been told to read first, Needful Things by Stephen King, The Tommy Knockers, and Carrie. Do any of you guys know which ones of these I should avoid because I'm too wimpy, or which ones you think I should prioritise? Because I would really appreciate your opinion on this. Now, as this video is getting longer and longer, I better get on with the books I bought. So I'll start off with the charity shop ones, because my lovely manageress of Baz Books, where I would like to be working eventually, when we eventually get back to the charity shop, she gave her a list of books that I wanted, and when she goes into the shop to check how it's all going, she found these books for me, and I bought them, and it's also to support the charity. So please guys, check out Sebastian Action Trust. I will try and remember to put the link below. Drop some money in for them, they deserve all the praise. She gave me two Maureen Lee books, one Queen of the Mersey, which is set in 1939, and another Martha's Journey, which is set in 1914. So both historical fiction. I'm currently reading a Maureen Lee chicklet book from the current time, and I'm loving it. She's one of my favourite authors. Set in Liverpool, love them. Can't wait to read them. Then I finally got, this is the last one. I've now got all of the Plantagenet series books to read. I am so happy. I think there is one more I need to find because I gave it to someone else and I would like it back to read it again. But this is the one that I've been looking for everywhere for over a year. And she got it. Yes, I'm so excited. I've got one more book to read and then this one. So it's the second one I've got to read after that to keep me on in the series. Can't wait to read that. This is a chicklet. This is a YA book. Live Life in a Bubble. Maddie is allergic to the world. She hasn't left her house in 17 years. Ollie, the boy next door, and he's determined to reach her. This has been on my Amazon wish list. This has been one I wanted. I know Clint from Read Reader spoke about it. It looks brilliant. For only £1. Had to get it. And then the Lisa Jewell thriller. See guys, I'm doing you proud. I'm reading my thrillers. The House We Grew Up In. Even perfect families have secrets. So I cannot wait to read that. Now these are the newer ones that Chris has given me. Oh my god, I'm going to have so much fun trying to put these away. First one is Tempest of the Dervzels. My mum said this one's going to get me emotional, but it was the right amount of money to top up my Amazon order, and I decided I wanted to get it. The most recent one I thought I had all of the Woolworth Girls series, and then my library went and told me in the Borrow Box app that this was out. I needed to get this. Chris bought it for me. Thank you, Chris. I now have the whole series. I'm getting really funny on what the whole series of books now. Leanne Moriarty's, I think this is her most recent book, The Hypnotist Love Story. Therapist Ellen O'Farrell's new boyfriend Patrick has told a secret he has a stalker. This looks spooky, scary. Got it full price at Tesco's. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to read it. The next two are chiclets. You know what I'm like, I've changed a bit. Because obviously I need softer books at the moment. I really have gone there. This is Kathy Brownlee's new book, Patchwork Family. It's a gorgeous, chicky-litty book. It looks beautiful. It's her most recent. It's been talked about. Had to have it. And then I end on a high. I was going to resist. After buying the flat share, I was going to be like, I'm not going to buy any more. This book has been spoken about everywhere. I could not believe it when Chris said that I could have this. It's the author of the flat share. It's been raved about everywhere. Leanna is too young to feel stuck. Eileen is too old to start over, and it's time for the switch. This book has been raved about everywhere. I now have my own copy of it and I am so happy. Absolutely can't believe I've got this. I'm reading The Flat Share next week. This will get read this summer and it's beautiful and it goes well and truly on a beautiful place on my shelf. So guys, what has been your favourite thing of May? Let's stay positive, let's stay together, let's be real, let's support each other. We will get through everything that's going on and we'll be back together soon enough. And Charlie, if you're watching this, I'm going to give you the biggest hug. And to all my friends that I can hug, as soon as I can, I will be there and I will be rushing to you. And I love you all. And thank you all for being so amazing. I love you all so much. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. Bye. Yeah, there you go, Thomas. Bye-bye.